right, let's get this shared on the socials as per usual. Don't share that one because that was a mistake. Oh, imagine the faux pas of using the same title, saying part 8. No, we won't do such a thing. And then what else? Put it in there. Yep, there's a good place for it. All right, okay. I'm now ready to carry on with the Japan colony. Must follow Ipse. Now I've got everything else done that I needed to get done today.
There are Earthsick colonists. Dust storm approaching. Sector scanned.
There's a lot of messages coming at the same time. Yeah, someone mentioned yesterday that, I recognise these voices from Stellaris. Paradox publishes both Stellaris and it's quite mesmerising watching those drones just sort of flying in and plonking things down. Yeah, Stellaris and Surviving Mars are published by the same company, so it makes sense that they borrow from the same pool of stuff. Permission to visit us. The people from some of them would like to live here, at least come and go as they like. All colonists gain. Yeah, so they're probably going to do some sort of corporate espionage, but I'll say they're our friends. Don't really need more colonists, and I do not think they would adjust well to the Japan-one way of living. So they are welcome to visit us, but not welcome to stay. Yes. So let's put in a rare metals extractor there. Along with storage for rare metals, we'll put one. If I do it there, will they touch and provide electricity to one another? That
Research complete.
question,
Anomaly
which I
analyzed.
would like an answer to. I'll just put a dumping site there, because I can't click on the thing anymore. I can if I cancel it. It's an average quality. 366. That's not going to be much at all. In which case, this rare metal storage is redundant. Maybe I should have actually had a look at the deposit first before deciding to make a strategic decision of, shall I have a small depot or shall I have a large storage? So we'll go with storages. There it is. It's the box symbol. So we'll just have a storage there, like so. And we seem to have got a nice supply of electronics, so let's just see what happens. What's our transport doing? It's going up the ramp again. Sure likes visiting
Sector
this area, doesn't
scanned.
it? Oh, we got a leak in our logistics network, yep. Venting off atmosphere and water into the Martian, into the 0% Martian atmosphere. That's very sad. Yeah. Not going to do the what's the word I'm looking for? Not doing terraforming just yet. One of the error message I keep saying this is the stream's current bit rate of 2492.57 kbps is lower than the recommended bit rate. We reckon use a stream bit rate of 4500 kbps. So it's saying you shouldn't really be doing 1080p stream. I think what it could actually be, because I've tested my upload speed, it's way more than 2529.57, whatever it was. So I think what it's trying to tell me is that, or what I've inferred, is my graphics card is not able to compress enough on the fly.
No active research.
So it can't actually send that much stuff. What's this breakthrough? Moist evaporator, water production increased by 100%. Yeah, that could be cool. Do a bit more Martian patents because, you know, we like a bit of money. Not ready for the domeless farming. What else we got? Martian Institute of Science, that's what we want. Hawking thing. And then what else do we have with that? Gene adaptation, VR workshop. Yeah, let's go with that. And then, so I'm trying to do it one row at a time. I won't do domeless farming just yet with the other. Not ready for the terraforming stuff. Anyway, how are we doing on power? Well, we're not making much power because the solar panels are closed during a dust storm. But we got quite a lot in storage, which I think will see us through. Now, what about these job vacancies? You're unemployed and you live in Devoted Wisdom 1. So what does that mean? There's many shifts there. There's many shifts there, yeah. Perhaps if I got rid of the gym or the garden. I think the best way to do this is with a case of ip dip dog shit. So ip dip dog shit, you are not it. Right. So don't worry, there'll be plenty of times to do manual labour in the factory which I'll be building. Shall we do machine part? I think we'll do a machine parts factory, yeah.
Sector scanned.
Now what I would really like actually is the Hawking Institute for Science and the Learning and all that. But I think we'll do that later. Oops, didn't mean to tell that drone to move there. That's okay, we'll figure out what it needs to do. Machine parts factory, let's put it there. I think I've got construction nanites. Because, yep, 0.9 is moved in. I assume that is a droid. Nanites what I've pulled it in. One homeless, 0 vacant. Oh, look at that. There's 1 vacant nursery slot, 1 homeless. I'm guessing that homeless is not a child then. So there's 57 job vacancies and there's 6 unemployed. So we'll just open this up all the way. There we go. Now what about those? You say you're unemployed, but look, I've provided all this work for you. So we've got 4 unemployed, but 61 job vacancies. I'm going to replace these as smart homes, demolish that, and then put a Hawking Institute in. I think that will do good.
Resources are low.
How low is low? Well, you've used just over 26,000, so that's half of what we got. Yep, and so all that stuff just not going to work. What about these? Outside drone commander range, yeah. What about you? You need electronics. Well, there's a depot there. So I imagine a lot of this stuff, I don't see any shuttles moving around, so I assume during a dust storm, shuttle factories do not work. Let's have a local fuel refinery. Just place one here, here, and here. Yeah. And then I'll go to, I think it's infrastructure.
Sector
yeah?
scanned. Research complete.
Put those there. Uneven terrain, you may not place it here. And look at that, the dust storm's over, and there comes the shuttles offloading bits which weren't asked for. And then that, well, I can't follow him anymore, so I don't know where he's going. Well, let's go with here, let's have a storage, let's do a storage for fuel. I'm all about one of those moisture evaporators I hear so much about these days. Moisture extractor uses waste rock. Water extractor takes from the thing. And moisture evaporator, you need prefab parts to do it. So let's just have a look at the existing ones I've got, which are over here. And vector pump takes polymers. And power slowly coming back, so that's good. Those are all ready, so just control click that. And what about these? What are they doing? Well, one's over there. I think I want you up over here. Where else? I suppose I could build resources there. USA wants machine parts of polymers. Well, I can make polymers easier than machine parts. So we'll say no to that.
Select a sector to scan.
Let's scan those. That's the last remaining 6 sectors. And why is the concrete extractor not working? Because the storage space is full. That's a reasonable reason not to work, I suppose. There's plenty of waste rock here, so what if I had a moisture extractor? Just put it in there. Can barely hear me. Let's have a look at this. My microphone is there. It's in the yellow. I don't want it in the red. But if I just tap this up a bit, there we go. Now it's at the level of my mouth, and hopefully that should make things a bit better for you. Journal. Is it journal or is it journal? No, it's not journal. Definitely not journal. Journal. Le grand. I have a passageway going from there to there, and a passageway going from there to there. I could also have passageways connecting those two as well. These take electronics. Well, I'm just going to do that. Control click to add 5. Unfortunately, it doesn't add 5 to all of them. So that one's ready to go back to Earth, back to wherever you should go. Look at that, 4 homeless. Right, I think it's time we do some new homes. So we'll just do a 1 over there, and 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. I think that's a nice little fill. That looks pretty good. I don't mind saying so myself. And then we'll have the
Funding received.
grocer and art store. A security station to keep a beady, watchful eye over these naughty Japanese people. And a medical centre, so we're not going to bother with infirmary this time. That won't be necessary for our needs. And let's go with a large... No, let's go with an open air gym, because we got rid of one of those, didn't we? And so there is a gym if you're willing to take a
Sector
shuttle
scanned.
to it. And then finally, something should go there. Well, we got ourselves a rare metals extractor. I don't think we'll bother with an electronics factory. But we should have something there. We'll go with the university. That's a good idea. So we'll have the university in there. And let's see. Well, that sector's been scanned. 60. So let's have a look at our transport. Where's our transport going to? Just got a bunch of metal. That's very good. And off it goes again. So yeah, let's get the first of the passageways.
We have a food shortage.
Oh no. Who's starving? You're starving because you've got no food. But there's food over here. So now your work's as a grocer, you can get it, but I'm going to upgrade that with service bots, so no jobs for you there. Passage from there to there. Oh, that works, that's good. So now, let's have another drone hub. Have one over there. I think this might be a good place to have its own production. A drone
Research
assembler.
complete.
Yes. So I'll put one there. And there's the Martian Institute science. Right, so time for some hawking facilities. We'll put in one. Oh, Hawking Institute. Put one there. Another one there. And one there. And let's just see how that works. Now, I want really to have research buildings in here. Not much else, but let's have some small grocers there. Suppliers will have we've got a medical centre there that can access, so I'm going to not put there. Grudge. Long time ago, a crime was committed against a colony. It's payback time. Commerce shows it revealed weakness in the colony of the USA. Oh, so it's USA that did it. Now the opportunity to take revenge for the crime committed against us. Note that the nature of the weakness means that we most probably will eliminate the presence of USA on Mars, and it seemed like a calculation on their part, which cannot be traced back to us. Truth be told, it really would be a calculation on their part, not just one which could reroute flammable chemicals to oxygen supply, one which they made long ago which they chose to endanger their colonists. Ah. Burning their colonists alive. So I can eliminate them from the game. They don't really give me that much useful stuff. They're a competitor for me in terms of scanning planetary anomalies. And oh yeah, and Hemi's just come into the thing. He says, don't forget to plug tonight's JDLE and Thursday's 14 words, both of which you appear in. That's right. Tonight at 7 o'clock, brought to you by JML, is JDLE. Thursday nights is 14 words, which is where I'm the recurring guest host. I'm the recurring guest. So yes, both of those things will be on today, and I can say I'm looking forward to JDLE. Maybe do some food news and put some other stories in which I found during the week, which I want to cover. So yeah, sorry Americans, I mean you gotta die sometime or another, and Mars ain't big enough for the both of us. Pearl Harbor will commence again. And it says it's a medium load. Okay. And what's this one do? That's loading up concrete to the Blue Sun Corporation. Right, so just need concrete over there. Good thing I've got a local supply of concrete, because that seems to be doing its job. I've got drone hubs there, so that'll be helping as well. You know what? I think a good place for a storage will be right next to the drone hub. I could even write in the comment, yes, at Hemi, I will be promoting JGLE through the show And I will mention towards the end that you can hear me on JGLE, the Topical Affairs show. Yes, Topical Affairs show. That sounds better than a bunch of spurgs on the internet shit posting. Well, it is Topical Affairs, isn't it? Yeah. So I think we'll have residences in this medium done. And let's have a look. So we've got 50 vacant residential slots and 115. There's 2 that are unemployed. What about here? Not sure. Not sure. Oh, but anyway, I've got those Hawking Institutes, so what about all those places like here, for example? I got...
Research complete.
So let's slow this down a bit. So we got service building, research. So I'm going to demolish that.
Sector scanned.
And then I'm going to demolish all of those. And I'm going to put a Hawking Institute here. Alright. So let's put a passageway into there. Domes, passageway. Like so. And can I get a passage going from there to there? Oh, look at that. I can. That's very good. I'm impressed. Anyway, that's done. So let's go back down to here. We'll put in a smart home. Smart home. Plonk. And let's just wait for that to finish building. Concrete goes in. Gee, if only there was a supply of electronics nearby which they could use, like, I don't know, from the small electronics factory. Let's stop that shift, seeing as we don't have sufficient engineers. So let's just pause that. Slow down, I should say. Crush, crush, crush. Garden as well, crushed. So go on, shift all this rubbish, please. Right, so now, Homes Education and Research and Hawking Institute for the learning and the sciences and all that. That's okay. Ah, look. What if I put in this one a spa? I have a medical centre right there. I think that would be a good addition. Let's have a look at this. Yep, plenty of people working on those. What about here? We've got ourselves a security station. Got a few people living there. Yep, that all seems to be doing okay. So let's just speed up the game again. With a load of concrete. The transit van of space. No, it's more like a 7.5 ton pallet truck. Right, mate, where do you want this concrete? Shall I just dump it anywhere? We'll open that up, and there we go. That can employ a lot more people than all those research facilities could. Speaking of which, let's just go here and look at this. So we got 3 research labs crammed in there. I'm going to park the smart homes there and then demolish them. I'll demolish that. Yeah. Right. So, crush, crush, crush. Like so. to slow things down again, so we'll go with homes. Yes, they'll be homeless, but if they can't wait, they can always go to the new domes where it's more comfortable to live because bigger dome, more space, less feeling of claustrophobia. Just wait for it to hurry up and deconstruct that bit. There we go. More Hawking Institute in there. And this bit I think is okay. Yep. That looks okay to me.
Sector scanned.
Just waiting for the last bits of concrete
Resources are low.
to go in. Oh, I'm low on electronics. Well, we'll do something to fix that when we can. I mentioned all the demand of the smart homes is why that's got like that. So let's open up this one. And there we go, we've got some engineers and scientists working in both shifts. Cylinder line. Let's open this one, see if anyone takes up those offers. Oh, and that's stock reduction, is it? Okay, so we need storage. Just open the sign over there. Let's open up these work shifts as well. So yeah, this one's complaining about, oh, there's no life support. Well, that means somebody needs a passageway. Now if I put in one from there to there, that just takes 24 concrete. Can I put some passage ramps? No. Can't put in there, they're all too closely spaced together. Ah, that's good. So now, on this one, we'll put in some homes. So I can put homes.
No active research. Research complete.
Well, let's fix it then. Carbonic processor improves the atmosphere on Mars by burning waste rock. Yep. Burning waste rock. How do you burn without oxygen? In-dome builds require maintenance less often. Factories and factory reports increase by 10%. Fusion reactor, that's kind of cool. And the sanatorium. Nice. Very nice. Okay. So let's just get some... I'm going to be doing that thing now where I'm just like, hey, I've got all this stuff that's open, just start building willy-nilly. And that's where we get problems, where we see like there's plenty of open residences and this and that, but no one's working and everyone's homeless. There's a small art store over there.
Sector scanned.
Let's have some decorations. Look, we can do a wisp lamp. Not there, we can't. There. There we go, some wisp lamps. Triple wisp lamp. Well over the wisp lamp. Put one in there. I think this is a good place for some more decorations. How's about you? I think this is good for some decorations. Some in there, yeah. What do I know about triple wisp lamp? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, if you want to hear more of me where I'm not playing a game and I'm doing other stuff, then by all means, do listen to JDLE. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Certainly a lot more lively than this, good old neat stream. But I've been listening to more of the Bible, so I'm gonna. Here's Hobbit's Bible review. Got through Exodus now.
Dust storm approaching.
I tell you what, when it's being read out to you, there's a lot of redundant language. Like sort of every other sentence, like, you may not do this, I am your Lord. You may not do this, I am your Lord. This is how you clean things, I am your Lord. And if you do this, then you're unclean. You must wash the flesh in water. And if you do that, you're unclean. You must wash your flesh in water. And if you've done this, you're unclean. You must wash your flesh in water. And it's like... So, this was written more than 2,000 years ago, especially the Old Testament books. So, I got a feeling that the Bronze Age people, especially the Levantines, probably thought in a different way to how I do, and some of them may not have been that smart, but it just, to me, the way the language, it's very, very odd. It's not what I call good reading, and I'm thinking to myself, maybe all the extra redundancy in there was like a reason for it, like, oh, you need to be like that with people because they're dumb and stupid, and if you don't, then they won't get it. I'm not sure. That doesn't seem like a satisfactory answer to me. And that's the problem. The more I listen to the Bible, because I think it is important that it be spoken aloud. That. Actually, you know what? I keep saying I don't like reading. It's not true. It's just I've read so much these days. I've read so much, especially fiction, that I'm not that interested in it. Okay, that drone hub is preventing that from connecting to there. So, I don't know. Maybe I will have an electronics factory here. Is there any... Yep, there's a bit more rare metal there. 395. And then... rare metals there. Yeah. We'll see. But yeah, so now I'm up to numbers, and I don't know what numbers is about. I know Genesis and Exodus, and I think I got to numbers, and then that was when I gave up last time, so...
Resources are low.
I have to figure that one out. Low on metal? Oh yeah, we are low on metal. Right. Okay. Not low on polymers there, so we're all right there. Where have we got? Well, we got a good supply of metal over there. So, shall I flatten? Yeah, I think I will just flatten the land. The flat of the land. That was a good Prodigy song. Was it? Was it the one with the crabs? Flat of the land? No, it's fat of the land. It's not. Okay, that's flat. So let's see. Where's the RC dozer? Yep, there it is. It's on its way. Got some excess waste rock to remove, yeah. So I'm basically building a large tunnel. Actually, it's not a tunnel. What's it called?
Sector scan. Milestone achieved.
Gulch. I'm building a trench. That's it. I want a trench to go from there to there. Wow, that was fast. Can I do some more of that? Fat. If I do it like that, not flat, is flat. So yeah, I'm up to numbers, and is there anything else from Exodus? No, that was it. Leviticus came before Exodus.
Resources are low.
It was just so much of it was just like, again, the redundant language. It's hard to explain if you haven't listened to it. But just read it. Read it out aloud to yourself, or listen to one of the many audiobooks of the Bible. But so much in Leviticus was just like talking about sin animals, or burnt sacrifice animals, and it's just like, what, really? Like, you can, if you've got sins, then don't worry about it. You can just, you know, burn an animal, and your sins will be forgiven. It's like, I don't know, that sounds a bit shit. I can already build the Mohon mine. Well, this is going to make things a bit better for us. When did that technology get unlocked? I must have done it and then just completely forgotten about it for some reason. But if I put it over here, then I have access to power and stuff. It needs metal for construction, doesn't it? Yeah, it needs 100 metals. Alright. Ha ha ha, you're not there anymore. No USA. But there is China. Would rather have dealt with getting rid of China, but...
We captured and held the Wisps prisoners, subjected them to countless experiments, and we know a lot more now.
The universe shows life can come in many forms, and though some would question if the Wisps were truly alive, the fact is they withered and faded the same way a wild beast withers in captivity. Did they learn to avoid us, or did we do irreversible damage to the population? We may never know. Not only the sinkhole remain dark and silent, grotesque mementos of the time the universe graced us with the wonder of the Wisps. No more Wisps will appear on the surface of Mars. Farewell, Wisps. Well, you know, there wasn't any, there was no way... There was no solution to that problem which couldn't have been... which would have resulted in the Wisps continuing to live. It was us or them. Just like the colony of USA. Pearl Harbor. Anyway, yeah, Leviticus, so much of it's just like, oh, and if you've done this, you can burn the sacrifice. But if you do that, then don't do that. And it was just like over and over again. And all I could just think of it was just like, to me it sounded like programming, like instructions, like you do this and you do that, and you do it this way, you do that.
Resources are low.
And it really just feels like, and if this happens, then do that. And if this happens, do that. And do this, not do that. Yeah, like logic gates. Yeah, I find the entire thing strange, so not sure about, really not sure about it at all, to be honest. I'll keep persisting with it, because then I can say, well, you know, I now know the Old Testament, and it's a load of bollocks. I think that'll probably be the most important thing I'll gather. Do I put it there? No, I think I'll put it there. Debating with myself as to the correct placement. And it takes concrete machine parts, well that's good. So, none of that will happen without some drone hubs, so let's just go here and get a drone hub there. It says not enough power, so we don't have those. Oh no, I can't build it there because it's complaining about uneven terrain. Alright, let's fix that then. And that's the other thing, so much of it was just like the way it was read, with all these instructions and the redundant language, and then so saith the Lord, and then the Lord said, and then the Lord said, and then the Lord said. It's just like this sort of redundancy in language, or when you start sentences with and you've just gone on for like pages and pages with them, and then the Lord said, and then it's like I can't take that in. So all I seem to remember is just like there's all these sins where, like if you've been swearing, or you've been fornicating, or you've been doing other. Mostly it seems to be swearing, taking the Lord's name in vain, or fornicating, or if it's a woman's time of month, and it's like all these times when they're unclean. And it's like, yeah, that's when you've got to sacrifice an animal, burn it, and that will make a sweet savour unto the Lord. It's like, What sort of god would enjoy the smell of a burning animal carcass? Like, you haven't even skinned or anything. It's just like, take the animal carcass and burn it. That's not a nice smell. And so again, I just keep thinking to myself, like, yeah, the Old Testament, the children of Abraham, I don't think they were following God. I think there was some usurper that came in there and said to them, yeah, I am the Lord your God, and then did a bunch of things like, kill and hurt them. But unfortunately, the true God, the Creator, never really turns up and's like, all right, stop that. You're do. Well, actually, he does turn up, doesn't he? Because that's Jesus, and Jesus came to them, and they were like, yeah, nah, jog on, mate. We're gonna have Barabbas. So, yeah, God does come and say, like, you've been led astray, but that's all right. I mean, you got duped.
Research
we
complete.
all get duped, and for whatever reason, most of them weren't willing to admit they'd been duped. It's like, shut him up, kill him. We're gonna have Barabbas. We've not been duped. We're smart.
Resources are low.
Look at this usurper. Come back from his holiday in Cornwall, spent time with the druids and the bards, telling us how we should live our life, saying we don't need to burn and sacrifice animals anymore. What sort of barbarian heathen is this? So yeah, I can say the more I listen to the Bible, the more I'm looking forward to getting to the New Testament. Let's go some storage. Let's have what shall we have for storage? We'll have concrete storage over there. Yep. And then we'll have a large dumping site over there. Yeah, that'll be good. And then I think we'll do another storage for metals. We'll put it there. Now, I know what I should have done is clicked on this and gone, okay, you've got so many hundreds of metals and you got that. I didn't, so, well, sue me? Don't sue me. I'm poor. I sue you for half your assets. Alright, here's 50p. Any computer? No. No, you can't have my computer. Do you want a kidney? I'll give you a kidney. God. Let's have a look at that terraforming. Carbonate process ore. That takes metals as well. All takes metals. So we won't do the carbonate process yet. The main thing is we need all this to get working. And that's not going to get working unless there are some local storages available next to the drone commanders. So we'll just put in one there. Put one in there. And one there. And one over there. And I think that'll be a good system. And look at that. It's starting to look like one of those diagrammatical metro things like the London Underground map. The RC transport still digitally working during the dust storm. Now, these are complaining about the lack of people, so we'll put a service box in all of these, which takes electronics, but that's okay. We'll have that open 24 hours a day. We'll have this open 24 hours a day. And oh look! Children! Oh dear. Why have you shut down? That was disconcerting. It's probably a power leak. Or a leak in the cable. So let's just put some... Yeah, let's do it. I've run out of power. That's why. It's no leaks, just you don't have enough power. So you know what, that fusion research better come soon. So as much as I don't want to open those during a dust storm, I need it because I've put too many eggs in one basket, and I've relied too much upon solar panels. So you know what, we can do some wind turbines as well, but we can't do it here because uneven terrain. Oh no. Let's do some here then. Like so. Oh, and all the domes are without life support. Well, guys, you know what? Wrap up warm. And I would say read books by candlelight, but don't, because oxygen's limited at the moment. So don't do that. Let's have some nurseries. So we'll do this. How we'll do it? Put a nursery there, and a nursery there, and then playground there, and a school there. Yep, that's good. And then what should we have in the middle? Decorations. Fountain. Kids like playing in water, don't they? Yeah, we'll do that. What about these? They're not doing much at the moment. Okay. So we've got plenty of job vacancies. Got plenty of residential slots. You know what? Can we get in a passenger rocket from Earth? I think we can. Let's launch that. I don't want to go to your colony. It is cold and dark. You have no power. Well, speak of no power, I've got very little airflow in my fire. So I'm not really getting any heat from this fuel. Log on. I've just logged on to my fire. That's funny. There's a lot of waste materials there. Yeah. Anyway. I suppose what I could do is go, well, these light traps aren't working, so I might as well salvage them for resources. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's a lot of, wow. So that's why those aren't producing. So anyway, that's... What about here? That can still work. Yep, that's good. So how long is this dust storm? Another 6 hours. All this waste rock is not getting used, is it? See, I think a couple of carbonate processors around there will do stuff with use with the waste rock. Quite nice. Probably going to get a few crop failures with this when everything's died to frostbite. And there it goes. There, the dust storm's over, all the solar panels can come out. And hopefully,
Research
there's
complete.
a whole day of sunshine to come through. So yeah, we've got not producing that much excess power, but hopefully that should start fixing soon. Yeah, look at that. The shuttles are all happily shuttling away. And
New colonists have arrived.
oh, I'm so pleased to hear that. Let's have a look at some of those new cars, shall we? Are they all just... No, they haven't all just come out yet. Am I right in thinking that farms improve the comfort of people? Let's have a farm over there. So just do a farm just there. That'll make people happy, won't it? It's like, oh look, there's a farm. Oh, I'm so happy. You'll put a farm in my dom. Me smell kelport every day. No, I'm so happy, so comfortable. Actually, you know what? Cow manure doesn't smell that bad. I've grown up in I've grown up in cities. I have. I've grown up in towns and villages, and so I wasn't used to cow shit as a kid, but I was as a teenager. And it's like, it's not a bad smell. Horse shit is better. Human feces and dog dirt is the worst, I'd say. Actually, pig shit is pretty unpleasant, but then again, their diets are fairly similar to humans. They're mostly vegetarian. Yeah, I think they've all come into here now, haven't they? Yeah, so I've asked them that they be upgraded with service bots, so that they do their thing. There's plenty of children living in those smart complexes. I want them to move into the nursery instead. Maybe I could put some more nurseries in. Would that be a sensible idea? Or am I just getting like ahead of myself? Probably best not to overthink this and just plonk them in. Because overthinking is just like, I want this to be a game. If I start overthinking things, it's no longer fun. That dome needs some polymers for maintenance, and that just needs the machine parts and all the other things. So Abashi number 1 is ready to go back home. And let's see. Capture ice asteroids. Yeah, let's do that. Abashi number 1. Go and capture ice asteroids for the glory of Japanese Empire colony. Well, we've got domes without life support. We're not producing enough power again. Tell me something I didn't know. Oh, that's a point. Yeah, polymer blades. Let's upgrade those with polymer blades. Yeah, and that's sent the command to upgrade all of those with polymer blades. What about this? Well, we're low on metal, so that's what we need. Do I send a shuttle to Earth to go and get some? Juma number 1 is exporting concrete to a rival colony. So here we will require storages. We shall require a storage for both metal, like so.
A colonist has died.
Suicide. Someone has committed seppuku. Very honorable. Party animal Martian born sexy. Suicide, low sanity. Alright. Such is life, and occasionally we decide now's a good time to die. Maybe a sanatorium will out. Yeah, I think I'll start replacing these water reclamation spas with sanatoriums and such. Speaking of which, yeah, let's open those up. Got plenty of people there, training up. So yeah, that extracts metals and rare metals, and it's probably going to produce a bit of always to look good. So we'll have some dumping sites nearby, like so. And then I think if we have ourselves a drone hub nearby, that will help as well. So we're low on electronics, we're low on metals. Yep. Okay.
Research complete.
Performance increased by 20%. Great! However, can't really benefit from that at this moment because sorry, just the sound of screaming is slightly off-putting. Yeah, I think it is pretty off-putting. Do some fruit trees, and then we should have meat or quinoa. Potato. Ah, yes, a little potato. And then we'll need a storage as well for food. So let us have a storage. Food storage. There. And that's why I'm low on metals, because that takes metals and machine parts. So I'll wait for that rocket to come back from its special project. I mean, I could buy another rocket, so that's also a possibility. I won't do that just yet. Oh look, this is a beautiful vista, so you should have beautiful high-rise, high-density apartments to live in. Ah, then you will be happy. Or maybe you won't be happy. But you'll be housed. And being housed is better than, like, dying, so... Yes, I think you'll be happy. Dome services. Do the VR workshop that takes electronics. No, we don't do that. Let us have a security station. And I think we shall have a casino complex. Oh, we could even have a passageway linking that one to that one. Can we? No, we can't do that because that's in the way. Can't build one there. No, I think that's alright. What about this this ranch? It needs metals. Yep. So even though we're producing plenty of metals on Mars, we have a look here, producing 12. I think it'd just be nice to have a nice injection of metals. And that takes concrete, but then it's like, hey, no, you don't want to deliver concrete to the site. Yeah, you don't deliver concrete to the site because again you need metals. So yeah, Ubashi number 1 is coming back. Nijima number 1 is also coming back. Well, Nijima number 1 is on the automated trade route, so we'll keep that going for the moment.
Research complete.
Ah, nuclear fusion. Good, good. Let's have a look at
Crop
the
failure
fusion
reported.
It takes polymers, concrete, and electronics, so we can't do that just yet. Oh look, crop failures here. Oh, there's no surprise. You've only got one worker. Not working in home dome. Where's your home dome? Oh yeah, my commute distance is so awful. I mean, I have to go to another bloody dome for work. Yeah, what a terrible... Oh, yeah, it's awful. Every day I have to, go here, take passage rail. Worse still, take
A colonist has died.
Suicide? No sanity? Oh, things just haven't been the same since the gym got replaced with a machine parts factory. Oh yeah, so that's why I don't have many metals. But then again, I need machine parts, so what am I supposed to do? You know, it's strange, the reading of Exodus, no, Leviticus comes afterwards. That was 2.5 hours it took to read out. And so much of it was just like, you're repeating yourself over and over again. There's not much content in this. And there was also like things in Exodus and Leviticus where I'm thinking to myself, you're trying to describe things here. I mean, like a picture describes 1,000 words. Why not just draw a diagram of what the tabernacle should be? You know, you could. Oh, look at that! They're showing a power connection. Interesting. So, yeah, that's an option. You can take it going from one to the other. It's like, yeah, I'm just going to go into this colony here where one child lives by themselves. So this Ray Sanchez, very good Martian-born name, Ray Sanchez. Yeah, just living by himself. How old is he? One of the youngest residents in the colony. Just all by himself in the apartment. No parents. I guess in the brave new world of Mars, you just have your own apartment thing, and parents aren't really a consideration. Do you want to go and live in the nursery? No, I think I'm ready to. I think I've moved up in the world. I'm going to have my own apartment. Look, none of these are working because they all need bloody electronics. Well, they didn't last very long, did they? Bit of a nuisance. But anyway, we're going to have some manufacturing, so we'll have some production. Electronics factory takes electronics to work. A senior professor from another colony wants to move to our wonderful home. The old gentleman's health isn't very good, though. Some say he may not survive the journey from the colony or the Blue Side Corporation. With a chronic condition. Unknown consequences. I don't have, like, enough medical facilities and stuff. There's not enough, I don't even got the staff to run them, so my mind works too much to be able to take this risk. Let's go for unknown consequences as opposed to the very definite risk of he will die when he emigrates here. And people from the Blue Sun Corporation is like, I keep wanting to come to Japan. It's like, yeah, I'm suspicious of you. What? Why? This rocket servicing a trade route, flying a special rocket. Ah, okay. So we'll just wait for that to get done. And God, look at all this. All this is malfunctioning because I lack metals. Let's have a look at it. In construction sites. I'm not going to cancel it. It only needs another 63 units of metal and then it'll be alright. Which you could have got from here had this bit been done. But oh no, we cannot do that for you. That would be too easy. What if I say, what if I cancel this just for now? Which I know, but I need the resources. I'll let them build everything else, and when everything else is built, so no more construction projects. I always try and do that when I'm playing Tropico. It's just like, oh yeah, these builders have got a lot of work on. Maybe let's just let them finish up all the projects. And also it's like, oh yeah, but I could do with another 18 banana plantations. And then how about a rum distillery? You know, everyone likes banana flavoured rum, right? So unfortunately my plans to not build anything often just end up as like, oh yeah, but look at this corner of land. Maybe I could build some parks there.
No active research. Research complete.
So there's a sanatorium. So we'll do Martian copyrights, deep metal extraction, Martian aerodynamics, narcology, rejuvenation treatment. Oh, aren't I nice? Come on, Abashi number 1. Waiting for concrete. '97, '98. 99. Come on, come on. 100! There we go.
Milestone achieved.
Yay! Mars quakes, 3 buildings damaged. So what was... It won't tell me what buildings are damaged. It's just that some buildings are damaged. Catching ice has been successfully completed. Ah, yes, very good. With use of special craft, we pursued and deflected the asteroids off their trajectory with nothing more than slight bumps. Thus we have managed to gracefully steer large amounts of soon-to-be easily accessible water towards the surface of Mazu. In this game of Space Billiardo, there's always a chance that the ball will hit the wrong pocket. Be ready to deal with a mass quicker. Yes, turns out when you make lumps of mass collide with a planetary body, sometimes there's a bit of rumbling. Anyway, it's zooming back on its way from a special project. And look at that, we're not actually producing enough oxygen. Oxygen production is 15, oxygen demand is 32.6. Whoops. Oh, births are forbidden. Well, there's an idea. I can actually manage my population with eugenic policies. Huh. Fancy that. Pretty cool if you ask me. I'll do that towards the late game when I want to start culling the populace. So anyway, they're gathering exports. Malfusi-san, you have Tomosola Malfusian. Malfus-san, sensei. Yes, let us hear more interesting ideas from Malthus. The pre-industrial eugenicist was like, yeah, if you put all these poor people and cram them cheap by Jowan houses, then they'll be more likely to get and spread diseases, and therefore cull off the population. Wouldn't that be a great idea? And then, turns out 1751 is when we get the first, really accurate lathe made by some French bloke, which allowed precision in machining to happen, which then with standardization stuff,
Funding received.
were able to do some really interesting things, like make the Industrial Revolution happen. Because it turns out you can't just... So before then, we did have industry and people were using measures which were like, well, an inch is your thumb, and, oh yeah, but... And there'd even be a case of like going, wow, with the king's farm is this thing. So they'd actually have like a, I don't know, I wanted to say like they'd take a stick somewhere and just like measure up people's thumbs against it to see like, whose thumb is closest to an inch. Oh, and that trade route's empty, so I have 2 rockets. So anyway, here comes some metal. And not producing enough water, not producing enough, really not producing enough oxygen. Mind you, I haven't built any oxygen factories in a while, so let's do that. Moxie. And where can I build Moxie? Machine number 1 is ready to go back to Earth. Go back to refuge. And that's producing... Okay, there we go. So...
Great dust storm approaching. Crop failure reported. Funding received.
And let's just import a bit more metal. Launch. Actually, you know what? As I These domes are a bit small. What if I forbid births in them? Births are forbidden. Right. So we're going to practice a little eugenic policy there and just say, no more births for you.
Colonists are departing.
Oh, are they sad that there's no more births now? It's like, well, I should go back to Japan if I cannot start a family here. You can still have a family, just not in those 4 domes. I'm trying to encourage them to emigrate to the northern domes, which are bigger and better. Which are a bit bare at the moment, but let's have a large garden. There we go.
Research complete.
That'll cheer people up, right? Let's have some turkey or some chicken. And I think life support. Hydroponic farm. Just do one of those. Achievement number 1. What about you? Number 1. Still not producing enough. What spires have we got? Sanatorium, yeah. Water reclamation system? No, I don't think.
Funding received.
But anyway, let's have a look at our interim metals harvesting site. Concrete storage. Oh yeah, because there's concrete here, that's why. So that needs metals and it needs electronics. Alright, well, guys. Hop to it, why don't you? Couple more dumping sites. Now I said I wasn't going to do any more construction, but I built this hydroponics facility. So I'll do some algae, and average yield goes very fast and produces oxygen. So yeah, we'll do that. And it's producing rice. Oh yeah, Japs love rice, don't they? Oh, and the sanatorium as well, which would take metals. Tisk tisk. Right, so let's get some cargo rockets. Only 60 years of metals, that's not much, is it? I mean, I've got automatic metal mining facilities. I have got the Moho fight, but at the same time, yes, I've got these machine parts factory. Well, that's malfunctioned. That's waiting for metal to continue production. So I suppose I could shut them off. Not enough workers. Let's turn off one of the shifts then. There they are, ready to land with their payload of metal. So let's just land them down here and then see if the metal will trickle up to where it's needed over here. There we go. what about this one? Still offloading metals. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Right, so I now got 80. So I imported 120 and down to 79, 70.
Research complete.
Make that absolutely the highest priority, please.
Funding received.
So I said this is the highest priority. Now we don't have much electronics. So let's launch another cargo rocket with electronics. Right, launch that. Now where's the other one? Traveling to Mars. So let's launch another cargo rocket with metals. Launch. And that's ready to load. So down there it goes. And there's a leaking up network just there. Right, so I said this is the highest priority. So hopefully they'll be coming along with some electronics very soon. Very, very soon. So that's offloading electronics still. It's already got its things ready for export back to Earth. You know what? Let's forbid births there as well.
Resources are low.
And we're low on metals. We're still offloading electronics from there. Right, so that one's finished. That's good. So now these facilities are going to be upgraded with polymers. Yeah. What about this? I'll upgrade those with polymers as well. And what's that complaining about? Storage space is full. Well, that means I need drones to go and pick the stuff up.
Funding received.
And that's ready to go back to Earth. Cannot launch or land during dust storms, that's why I couldn't launch. So now, how are we going to do for metal? Well, it's gone up to 31, but metal's consumption is 50 now. So I'm still not producing
There are Earthsick colonists.
enough. Bugger. Bugger. So, let's have another facility over there. Yeah. And oh look, there's an object boxes. So what about there? Can I go there? Yep, we can go there. Just remember, folks, if you're, if you listen to this thinking there's not much dialogue and stuff going on here, well, that's because really I'm focusing on the game and I'm not talking about much. Like I said, I've been reading the Bible. I'm having the Bible read to me on audiobook. Just got through Leviticus, and that was that just felt like someone like my first programming course, and it's like, oh, okay, if this happens, then that. If this happens, then that. I am the Lord. I am the Lord. So it felt very much like it's not written in a modern style. That's certainly true. There's so much of it's just like, do you have to repeat the same thing like I am the Lord over and over again? If often, like, people which are losing their marbles and then it's like, oh, I'm still saying, I'm still can do this and that. It's just like, You keep saying it, so I don't believe you. You know, it sounds defensive. But yeah, if you'd like more lively discussion, then listen to me 7 o'clock on Sir Hemingford Gray's channel. And that will be Just Don't Like Them. Remember, Just Don't Like Them. Episode, who knows? Just another week, more stories to say.
Research complete.
As soon as I open the door, that burst into flames. So that means there is not enough draft in my fire. Just open the door until it gets to temperature, and then
Resources are low.
when it gets to temperature, then things will be alright. So what are my building priorities now? Well, my building priorities will be twofold. I will have some more children moving in there. Ray Sanchez is now an adult, with no specialisation. Can I upgrade that? Yeah, I've got enough electrolytes, so let's upgrade it so as well. So my building priorities are a mohole mine, because at some point in the previous video I researched the technology for a mohole mine and then didn't build it for whatever reason, and then once that's built I'm going to make some carbonate processors because I'm getting sick and tired of these dust storms. So if I improve the atmosphere, the improved atmosphere decreases the severity of dust storms and meteor storms, creates environmental conditions for toxic rains and clear water rains to occur. So yeah, we will be doing that. But first of all, did I say that should be... Yeah, well that's built. So really we just need this section here, which is already marked as maximum priority. So it's really a case of when they get the materials there, then they will build it. Because whilst I am producing a fair bit, 61 metals production, and I'm consuming 2, at one point I was consuming a lot more than I was producing. So let's have a look. Where's the dozer? The dozer is just idle. What's the transport doing? The transport is also idle. So that means that everything here, all the surface deposits of rock which had landed on the Martian surface have now been gathered. What are we doing for oxygen? We got, yeah, alright for oxygen, alright for water. And my breakfast today was Coronation chicken sandwich, and I bought it from Sainsbury's, and not as good as the what should I say, not to my preference. I think I prefer Coronation chicken from Co-op, Waitrose or Aldi to the Sainsbury's one. Well, actually number 1, can we go back to Earth? Ah, yes, some more leaks. Oh. Ah, and that's repaired, so repaired? That line now exists. So now we're getting more metals production over here. Very nice. So yeah, it's just a case of...
Funding received.
The colonists are on the brink of dehydration. We need to figure out something quick before...
Right, well, you've got water coming from there. That's coming in. So, I don't know what to say, guys. I mean, you've got taps in your home for water. Maybe just, like, Alamanoniga, just, how can you die of dehydration? Just, like, open up the tap and start drinking water. Yeah. Oh, look, Blue Sun Corporation, they want food for money.
Research complete.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I might do that. Ecology researcher. So let's have a look here. Where would a good place for an ecology be? I think that's a good place for an ecology. So we'll salvage the water reclamation system. Let's build an ecology. And then I'm stuck there, it's like, oh, I have to travel to other domes in order to get to work. Oh, it's terrible. Having to, you know, walk a couple of bloody yards. Archaeologies are great, because all it takes is concretes and polymers, and then you're good to go. But I'm still low on cargo, so let's... Question number 1, you shall bring in metals, and yeah, I've got some vacancies, so let's bring some passengers as well. So there's my rocket with its cargo of metal. And this bit's working. My god. It's already using up all of its
Colonists are
waste rock
departing.
dumping. Damn. That's a bit of a bugger, isn't it? Hobbit may thank you, Top Cat. Glad I amuse you. Yes. So yeah, want the
New
metals to go
colonists have arrived.
into my mobile line. That'd be good. So there they come. Homeless and unemployed. Filtering into a passageway. Yeah. Filtering on through. Still saying they're unemployed. And then coming on through. Into this dome, where at least they've got somewhere to live. Ah, that's very nice. So yeah, we got 2 unemployed, no, 2 homeless. You're homeless. No, not anymore because of the archaeology. So that's good.
Resources are low.
We got 13 unemployed. So you say you're unemployed, not looking for a job. Right. Can't say I understand that, but such is life, I suppose. Right, let's send this. Oh, I do need to send both back to Earth. Well, I'm not sure. I'll bring in 2 loads of passengers. Celebrity, unenthusiast genius, but you're unemployed. Oh yeah, that was a
Funding received.
I'll go to terraforming. This new mod. No, it's not in terraforming. Maybe it's under life support. No, not there. Decorations, no. Outside your question, no. 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 Dome services. Horticulture workshop. It takes 25 concrete. Well, I can afford that. So let's have those there then. The old professor who planned to live in the college died peacefully in his sleep. The name of Colin confirmed that his last word gifted his last works to us, gained a 1,000 research. Oh, that's very kind. It's probably better than like the 37.5 research he'd have generated being in my colony. If you could actually get to work. But he is retired, so yeah. Anyway, so we got enough metal, we just need machine parts and concrete.
Resources are low.
Again, oh no. There's still plenty of stored power, so... I say plenty, there's not actually plenty. Can I afford that? Concrete, got that alright in that. Polymers, I'm alright in that. Electronics, 105 electronics, alright. Let's have the first fusion reactor. Pop it there. Oh great, so that dome's without life support. And none of this is working either. Alright, send in the RC commanders because they've got their own independent power supply.
No active research. Research complete.
Domeless farming, adaptive vegetation. Yeah, I'll do those. Oh, what's this? Deep scanning. Yeah, well, I have some deep scanning as well. Not Martian copyrights, magnetic field generator, hanging gardens. There we go. So now it's day, and well, look at that. That's not good, is it? We really need some fusion power. How much are they producing? 26.6. It's not much, really. We can have a rejuvenation treatment in there. That costs polymers, so yeah, we'll do that. Machine parts? No, I don't have a machine parts factory here. So I need another storage, a universal depot. Just pop it there, and hopefully that'll encourage them to bring in some machine parts, because we're just lacking 2.5. Ah, now it's building. There we go. So that bit's just constructing away. On the chunky way, and that's going to consume a lot of power, so this is going to become top priority.
Milestone achieved.
That's producing at 448. Yeah, still not producing enough power, so let's have another fusion reactor over there. How much is that consuming? That's consuming 40 power. That's alright, we can afford 40 power. And it's already doing an upgrade on it. That takes machine parts. Right, so once that fusion reactor's built, build it, build it, build it. There we go. Be nice if we had that thing which made the... Mind you, the service buildings don't take employees, but the fusion reactor does take a lot of employees. It's under terraforming, isn't it? That's it, so let's have a carbonate processor. So we'll have one there, that should share power.
Research complete.
Put one there. And one there. Where else would be a good place for it? Oh yeah, this will be an interesting spot to have it. Let's put it there. Oh yeah, definitely have one over here. And then we can have one over there. And that takes concrete, metals, machine parts. Alright, so how are we doing for metals production? 76 per tick, so that's pretty good. So let's just say, make that one top priority for now. And let's see what happens with that as top priority. So there's concrete coming in, some machine parts. Just a reminder, folks, you know, if you're listening to this thing as well, it's very quiet, like a thing where Hobbit's more lively. I will be on JDLE tonight, which is on JDLE, which is on Tuesdays, 7 o'clock. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Be some lively debate, a bit of banter, some good-natured humour, and you know, we've got some friends come in and we're there. We just have a bit of amusement. Yeah, it's good stuff, it is. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. So let's land one over there. Just let people know that that's the place we want to go. And then I think we'll have one land over there. And then those people can figure out where they should go. Coming into land. So how about them carbonate processes?
New colonists have arrived.
Still need concrete. And as you can see here, concrete production as well as everything else is going to be stymied because we just don't have enough dumping sites for our 7,500 units of waste rock. Not good. So yeah, colonists have come in and they've moved in. So we've got only 2 vacant residential slots but 10 homeless. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, let's try and do something to ameliorate this homelessness situation which our people are suffering from. Oh no. And now let's do a contact them, contact, trade, and you want, well, I'm going to go for the better offer that you're doing. I'll make that automatic, or actually number 1. And let's put some homes in here as well. There's some homes. Nijima number 1. What can Nijima number 1 do? Import greenhouse gases. Takes money and it takes fuel. Well, I'm alright for greenhouse gases because I've got my... that increases temperature as well, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, let's do it. After all. I don't think it will hurt things too much if I just do that once. Right. 9 free residences, 6 homeless, 13 free residents, 6 home, 14. Yep, those nurseries are getting used, so that's good. What about this? Still waiting on machine parts in order to do its upgrade. Let's have a little production of electronics. Oh look, we need yet another dumping site. We're just not consuming. Consuming 48, producing 334. On them carbonate processes still need concrete machine parts. And this one I said is top priority. It needs concrete.
Research complete.
Well, that's good. Do with another one here as well, so let's have another carbonate processor over here and see how long it takes for them to figure that one out. And let's do some landscaping. So landscaping, flatten. And that requires some waste rock. Well, that'll make a difference. For 1.5 units of waste rock. Very, very good. And oh look, there's our 500 colonist milestone. We get some research work. So what's not working?
Resources are low.
Water extractor is not working because waste rock storage is full. Water reclamation system needs more workers. Yeah. Polymer factory storage space is full. Okay. Let's have a storage for polymers then. I really hope when I improve the atmosphere enough, this dust geyser will cease to be. So if you guys are just tuning in right now, remember 7 o'clock, Just Don't Like 'Em. I'll be on Sir Hemingford Gray's channel. I'm looking forward to that.
Great dust storm approaching.
I've been invited on as recurring guest.
Select a sector to scan.
Deep scanning research is done. Right, let's do some deep scans. Let's scan it in this way because why not? And if you're looking at this and you've just noticed something which I wanted to point out to you. What's it over here? Storages? No, I've forgotten what it is now. Okay. Never mind. Oh yeah, if you're just tuning in now, the Wisps mystery has come to an end. The mystery log remains here. So, we found like some Wisps, gain knowledge and halting water losses deemed best way ahead. Catch a Wisp provide valuables to our science program. The Wisps no longer appear. They've died. They're not reproducing, or they've gone dormant. Who knows? But either way, it's an end to the mystery, and we won't be getting recurring research from that. So, bit of a shame, really, because there's other mysteries. But you know what? I definitely will be playing this again once this playthrough's done. And we will, in turn, will go through all these mysteries and solve the mysteries of the universe together. See, here we've got this arcology which sticks out the spire, and has a lot of comfort and space. I've enacted eugenic policies, so births are forbidden in these domes as well as those domes. I have not forbidden the birth of new colonists in these domes, which are more comfortable, so they should be going there. Perhaps I'll put in another arcology. How about that? If I put an arcology in there, they don't have access to the medical system because, oh, it's too far away. So, let's put in an infirmary. Where's the infirmary? Perhaps I should put in a university. Dome services, that's where we find it.
We have a food shortage.
Right, where do you live? You live in that dome there. You live right next to the farm, so you're complaining about food shortages. Right, let's have actually, you know what? We'll have a small grocer. Yeah. And then let's have a diner there. And this one doesn't have any food facilities. It's, oh no, there's a small grocer there, a small art store. Upgrade these with service box, which will take 10 electronics each.
Sector scanned.
Sector A9 is scanned. No resources detected. Let's have a look. Concrete, yeah. Need some concrete. Love that concrete. Concrete. Please bring onto me concrete. Right,
Resources are low.
So I'll just open that up. And then open that one up. Service box. And open that up. And service box. Right. So now food should start coming to these areas.
There are Earthsick colonists.
I would be sick too if I was, in a place and like starving when right next door to it there's like a farm. Mind you, the farm, there's nothing available at the farms at the moment. Well, there's plenty of food there. Remote has been expanded. It's producing 125 metal per tick, 44 rare metals per tick. Really nice. But yeah. And there's our carbonate processors. So now, what we're doing we're consuming 73 waste rock. We're producing 352, so could do with some more waste rock, really. What's this greenhouse gases? Just a few of the falling rocks delivered by autonomous crafts from Earth were visible to the naked eye. But a large-scale project has been completed today. Several hundred tons of rocks used to suck out and store greenhouse gases from the atmosphere of Earth delivered to the surface of Mars. Don't know why you're doing it from Earth. Why couldn't you have got it from Venus? I mean, Venus, there's even less gravity, and it's much easier to get. Anyway, never mind. It's all just a bit of fluff. There's our carbonate processors. So I want more carbonate processors because that's the only thing which is using waste rock. Which takes metals, it got metals, takes concrete, takes machine parts. So yeah, I can afford all of that stuff. So let's just double up on this. Do that. And yeah, you can wait in space for a bit. I need to put some more carbonate processors down. Do that one, and then put one there.
Sector scanned.
One there. One there. Right, let's land this one. And again, there's a heavy shuttle load, so if I go here...
Colonists are departing.
It's like you're finally getting an atmosphere on Mars, but it's just like, yeah, I don't care, I'm going back to Earth, where there's a breathable atmosphere. We can have a candlelit dinner. What about these research facilities? You know what, I think we can probably afford some homes and such. So yeah, let's do some homes. There's no one working in these. And I can upgrade them with service box. Like so. Oh look, there comes another dust storm. Let's have some decorations. Do some small alleys there. There. That's that for that one. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, I've got an electronics factory, so I'll open them up. Have that one 24 hours a day, and likewise this can be 24 hours a day.
Resources are low.
Oh, got plenty of people living there. So we go homes, nothing over there.
Sector scanned.
And hey, we're doing all right.
Research complete.
Magnetic field generator. So how we're doing? Waste rock reduction is still greater than consumption. So I think next thing we'll queue in it is a way to convert waste rock into concrete. Field extractors, that's kind of cool. Deep water extraction, Martian festivals, workshop, MGS laser, that's cool. Private printing, waste rock liquefaction, that's it. So I'll do that, and then we'll do that. So I'll have the hanging gardens, that would be cool. Insufficient seeds.
There are Earthsick colonists.
Seeds, seeds, seeds. Likewise, you're going to work on seeds, seeds. And we'll still have fruit farms, fruit trees. Seeds, seeds. 14 homes, 95 jobs, so I need to get more homes available to me. So we'll go homes, apartments, there. Let's have a look at this magnetic field generator. Costs electronics and metals. No, we're sticking with carbon processors for now. Let's get in a universal depot nearby to help out with things. We're going to need some more dumping sites because we're just not producing enough and not consuming enough, and we need something just to hold all the waste rock. So now if we go production, another automatic metals extractor there. And let's connect this up to some power. That's powered, right?
Sector scanned.
I hope it's powered. Needs a working drone commander / hub. Right, so Nijima can go back to Earth.
Several cars are gathered to watch the launch. The anticipated case concerns the engine remains silent, the rocket remains firmly on the ground. I suspend the rocket launch due to suspicious atmospheric patterns. There is nothing wrong with the rocket and it's now ready for launch again. People are concerned, after all, rockets are on their way back home. Do an additional major check just to leave it concerns. Alright. Do another maintenance check. That will just make people happy, won't it? Building malfunction. Drones can repair it with 2 polymers. A lot of these buildings have malfunctioned. Is that cause of...
We have a food shortage.
I wonder. Let's make some drone prefabs. Food shortage again in this dome, yeah. Well, I'm not surprised, frankly. So let's have some more homes. It's like, hey, you're starving. Yeah, here's some more people to compete for what little food you've got. I'm not that cruel. I'm going to build them some outside ranches so they've got brand new working opportunities from land of blazing sun. And then life support, pipers, like so. And then back to Earth you go.
Research complete.
Gee, if only there was some like food available which could be picked up, you know. Where are you going to? Oh yeah, let's just keep supplying like the domes which don't need it. There's a good idea.
Funding received.
I'm not producing enough water. That's because the water extractors can't extract water as the waste rock is not being dumped. When the carbonate processes aren't working, they need metal, so come on guys, get to work. Honestly, it's laziness, that's what it is. Then you're hanging gardens. No, I won't put hanging gardens in there.
Sector
Let's
scanned.
get rid of that and we'll replace it with a water reclamation system. No, we're getting rid of the water reclamation system so that we can have hanging gardens. Which takes concrete and polymers. We can afford that. Oh yeah, and let's have a universal depot over there, like so. Oh, my fire is just smouldering away. It's really not breathing very well, that's the problem. I got lazy and I put a bunch of coal in it last night. Unfortunately, coal is quite dense, it just tends to stay there and stop things from breathing. Let's lean back, that's better. Oh yeah. Plenty of fuel, that's good. Let's look at research, what we got going. Waste rock liquefaction, that's what we want. I want these to finish as well, but don't have many machine parts now. Not surprising really, all things considered. After all, there's a lot of construction going on. But let's cancel that upgrade and then we'll have some more machine parts. And that's waiting for food so it can go to Blue Sun Corporation. These won't work because they need seeds, so let's get rid of one of those. And let's replace that with go to production and machine parts factory. There it goes. Ah, planetary anomalies.
Sector scanned.
So let's get cargo from Earth. We want electronics. Finest Japanese electronics to our Martian colony. I hope people are enjoying this ecology. Not ecology, sorry, hanging gardens. Well, the atmosphere's really rocketing up now. 3.64%. Yeah, that's good.
Research complete.
No fuel for shuttles. Well, we've got plenty of fuel, so really that is just another case of logistics. And look, there's fuel refineries right next to it with all that fuel. Waste rock liquefaction's done. Huzzah! Right. Let's get some concrete production all around. Production, waste rock process hall. So put 2 there. Yeah, that's a good spot for them. I'll stick another 2 over here, like so. Yeah. Where else can we do? Planetary anomalies, let's have a look at them. Free drones, new technologies available. Nijima number 1, usual building now. And I'm gonna buy a rocket, yeah. And let's load it up with more electronics. Click, 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 click. Machine parts factory is waiting for metal to resume production. So here comes our newly purchased rocket.
Colonists are departing.
Tanegashima number 1. What, because there might be another Tanegashima or something, I suppose. So what's not working? The concrete extractor is not working. Carbonate processor's waiting for rot. So really I need a lot more drones, that's why. They're all busy flying back and forth.
Anomaly analyzed.
Cool. The waste rock process is
Research
waiting
complete.
for waste rock.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
R&D factory upgrade. I'm going to send a drone commander, the RC commander, in, so that they can get what they need. Right, so, and you done there. Send an expedition. Yep. Send. And then let's have a look at titanium, RC dozer. A spectrographic sweep of the location called telltale signs of fluorine, a crystal used in the manufacturing of durable polymers. Fluorine is a gas. You can have fluoride crystals, but you can't have fluorine crystals. Never mind. We should have had him as a science advisor on for their game.
There are Earthsick colonists.
You keep complaining about insufficient waste rock. This should help out with that logistics problem, so they're going to go flying in, picking up stuff. So this should make a difference now. Horticultural workshop is waiting for seeds. Can't do much about that. I mean, I've told all of these you're going to be producing seeds. So we'll just keep on doing that.
Breakthrough discovered.
Sustained workload. Doubles the performance bonus when casters are working on the heavy workload. It becomes a matter of pride to work hard. That's right.
Anomaly analyzed.
That's why the Japanese have a work word for dying whilst at work. See Blue Sun. Contact them. Initiate trade. They're still offering that for 294 minutes, so that's good. So, send that on.
Breakthrough discovered.
Soylent Green. Bodies of dead colonists are converted to food. Soylent Green is made out of people. They're making food out of people, we know that. We're actually okay with that. Because who would want to, like, you know, wait for the body to decompose, to form soil, and from that soil crops could be grown on it, or grass which could feed livestock? No,
Colonists are departing.
Let's just go for direct cannibalization, shall we? Honestly, like, the only time I could think when, like, cannibalism is justified is when there is literally no other food. Like, you're shipwrecked and someone's dead, and it's like, well, if I don't eat them, I'll starve to death. And even then, you understand, like, what you're eating is not going to be good for you. I mean, we've seen from savage tribes in other parts of the world where they get these degenerative diseases which look very similar to people that suffer from BSE, where they get prions in the brain, which cause all manner of bad things to happen. So what if we have a local seed storage? So seeds, just put it in there. Have I got any? No, I haven't got any on the Earth, so... Oh look, they're both ready to go back. Let's import some seeds from Earth. Oh, that atmosphere is positively rushing through. Not as quickly as it did in Total Recall, where in the space of minutes Mars had a breathable atmosphere. I don't know about you, but that's going to cause a massive pressure difference. Probably blast the
Funding
eardrums.
received.
Our Blue Sun's offering a lot of money for concrete. Cool, because I'm going to be producing a lot of concrete soon. In fact, let's have a look at my production. Producing 197 per tick. There we go. Now we're doing for waste rock. What's our consumption of it now? We're consuming 620, we're producing 346. That's good. Those are good numbers. So we've finally dealt with our glut of excess waste rock. So we can start getting rid of some of these dumping sites as well.
Research complete.
Ah, I can start print my own rovers. Very nice.
Sector scanned. Select a sector to scan.
Alright, so I've done that area. There, just do a random line, that's fine. And one bill is not working, a water reclamation system, because you have insufficient workers. That's right. Well, there's still 32 of 32 colonists. 79 of 88. So why is there not enough workers? I would like to know. Well, you know what? We don't need a water reclamation system anymore, so let's get rid of it and let's put in something which people will enjoy. Let's put in a... what we got? Medical sanatorium, I think, yeah.
There are Earthsick colonists.
You guys are all mental. You need to fix that. Soil qualities tips. Let's do cover crops. Improve the soil quality. Soil quality, there's 90, that's good. What bill is not working? The water
Dust
extractor.
storm approaching.
Waste rock storage is full. Perhaps we could have some waste rock processors. Or just the one. Just don't want to go crazy on these. Let's just put one in there. Atmosphere is now... We've got blue skies and no more dust storms. Hooray! So we're halfway down our goal to at least a breathable atmosphere on Mars. It's still going to be cold, mind you. So I'm not doing anything at the moment to improve temperature quality.
No active research. Research complete.
Let's ameliorate that situation.
Space tourist, fuel extractors, deep water extraction, Martian festivals. What we got here? Sonic green, sustained workload. Oh yeah, those are the breakthrough technologies. Got any planetary? No, not really. What about those? Oh no, I'm not producing enough power. That's during the day as well. There. Okay.
Sector scanned.
Let's put it there. Oh yeah. Goat, 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 pig, pig, pig. Yes, come home, goats. That's it. Definitely not going to get slaughtered and replaced with pigs. I definitely didn't get slaughtered because I've got no food from that. How's this doing? Ah, do we have enough? Yep, 400 machine parts. And we've got 507 in the base, so we'll be all right on that then. So the water extractor, waste rock storage is full. The Mohan line is not working because it needs machine parts for maintenance. We've got a nice stack of metal and rare metals there, so that's good. They've got seeds so that they are doing their job. Ah, that's very nice. I'll just stop at work shifts so they don't consume so many seeds, and that encourage more people to work in the fusion reactor. How about water? Again, waste rock storage. So, I think we're going to flatten the land here. Oops. Down there. Like so. 0.6 units of waste rock will be required. Like that. So now, terraforming, uneven terrain. I didn't landscape enough there.
Sector scanned.
Yeah, 10 million for love. I'll do that. Dozers on the way to the landscaping job. Although, will this get done in the I mean, the process says it's 99% done. Yep, leveling the ground. There, the ground's leveled. So now, go to landscaping. Carbonate process ore. And another carbonate process ore. And yes, there's a heavy shuttle load problem. Oh, look, I can build some more shuttles and things like this safe and waste.
do factory AI for everything. Let's get some machine parts. Yep, we can afford that. And in the next one, I think we'll have some seeds, yeah. Let's launch that.
Colonists are departing.
Oh yeah, it's going to have some major defense lasers, which takes metal and takes electronics.
Sector scanned.
Well, that sector will be undefended, so yeah, we'll fix that. Do one there. One there. What about this? Can I fasten that now? No, that area is still where it's kind of built a dome on it, perhaps? No, I can't build it. So it's inactive, but it can't build on it. Right, let's do import some greenhouse gases. Yep. So we'll launch that, get some greenhouse gases. What else can we do? High-speed comm satellite. Electronics, metals, no, can't do that. Same with the SETI satellite. Oh, well, mind you, actually get a fair bit of money for it, so let's do that. And if I go down to the surface, so let's be on the surface, look at that, blue skies on Mars. How nice is that? Still not a breathable atmosphere, but we're getting there. And producing way more atmosphere than what we're losing as well, so all's good. Oh, look at that. So I can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Just don't need those dumping sites now. That's nice. Nice. Yeah. Can get rid of that one. Get rid of that. using 327, using 774. So yeah, we can... Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that.
Sector scanned.
Oh, another sector with no resources. Never mind. We'll just keep on at it. Oh no, still got a tornado despite all the stuff that we've been doing. Something like this. We've got people working in there. Got people living in there. Unemployed when there's so many job vacancies going. Oh, that's terrible. Well, I suppose I could give more jobs in the fusion reactors. So everyone likes working in a fusion reactor, right? It's empowering working in a fusion reactor. Top Cat's asking, do I appear in any other streams? Well, I'm glad you asked, because there'll be GGLE tonight, 7 o'clock, and I'll be there. Hemi will be there. Top Cat might be there. Might be some other people. Never know who turns up. Then Thursdays it's Sir Hemmingford Grey and myself, as we are on the 40 words, a spooky show. And oh, they were saying it wasn't working because there was no one working in it. You know what? I'm gonna say no more births. Let's just let's have an aging colony, and then we can get some. It's like, your colony's aging. Well, we just have to get more immigrants in to do all those jobs. Yeah, but you forbade us from having birth. We need more immigrants. Why can't we just have birth? Why do you have to import people from Earth? Because you're fulfilling part of the game for me. That's why. Anyway, terraform progress. No more recurring
Research complete.
Terror tourism. The terror of tourism. Right. I am going to make a pipe. Here. Yeah, it's complaining about too far from written throwing command. We'll fix that. And then we need a drone hubs. So there's a drone hub. Fusion reactor's not working, probably due to lack of people. And lakes. Uneven terrain. Oh, well, you know what that means? It's time to landscape. Time to get Charlie Dimmock and lovely Dimmocks. Some excess waste rock, that'd be nice. no more recurring meteor storms. Not that we're really worried about that. In fact, that's a good point. The rockets are here on Mars. Oh, they're on special projects, that's right.
There are Earthsick colonists.
There are always Earthsick colonists. Oh no. Right, so now all that area is nice and flat. Means we can have some lakes. Of course, we're just going to go with a huge lake because uneven terrain. Brr. So now we go terraforming and we go lake. Too far from working Trunk Commander. Don't know why they have such an odd asymmetrical shape, these lakes, but there you have it. Terrible if I did this and you're saying like all your cars are dehydrating. It's like, well, go to the lake and pick up some water. They can't. You suck as a commander.
Sector scanned.
Capture meteors. Yep. Off you go to capture some meteors. Chop, chop.
Milestone achieved. We have a food shortage.
New, dig a lake, yay! Dig a lake, dig any lake. Let's have some more lakes. One there. And then, can I do one there? No, because of blocking objects. So let's go for the next size. Available, which is that? Blocking objects is a dozer. Let's go.
Research complete.
And then we'll have a water extractor here, which will produce additional water. Let's go pipes. Connect it there. Let's have a large water tank. No. Sanity data. So this happened in the last playthrough, but instead of having drones which will break, colonists which will break, I have 15 officer colonists. Send security out to apprehend the maniac. Yes, apprehend the maniac. That sounds like Demolition Man. Send peace officers to apprehend the maniac. Protect serve is in place. You're authorized to approach with extreme assertiveness. The maniac has responded with a hurtful remark.
Sector scanned.
In an even louder tone of voice, repeat your ultimatum. And add the ultimatum, or else. Simon Phoenix! Lie down with your hands behind your back, or else. Wouldn't it be funny if the colonist's name was Simon Phoenix? Let's just have a dumping site over there. There we go. They're going to fly in. And there we go. Got ourselves another water extractor. Oh, isn't that nice? Yeah, it's lovely. So now, what bills aren't working? A large lake, because it must be connected to a water supply. It says water producer, but a pipe is not really a producer of water, it's just a supply. There we are, we got the beginnings of our lakes. Water consumption of dams reduced by 50%. Very nice. Now we're doing for water. Well, we are demanding a fair bit of water for these lakes. Hopefully when they fill up, that demand will diminish. Sector B1 scan. No resources detected in Sector B1. Capture meteors. Already got. Can't do more than one at a time. Blue Sun. Contact. Trade. Not interested in trading. What about China? Contact. Trade. Food in exchange for... Oh yeah, you can have food for electronics. Any day of the week. Let's upgrade that with because there's insufficient workers there. Now one building's not working, which is the small grocer. We've addressed this issue. So that's going to be upgraded with service bots. We're just going to make it open 24 hours a day. So I think that'll be better. And oh look, it's 6 o'clock. Well guys, I don't know about you, but I think I'm done for the moment, so yeah. You know what? Thanks for watching. I think we've come quite far today.
Research complete.
We've
Milestone achieved.
100% atmosphere terraforming. Well, I think that's a good thing to... But let's just recap what we got. We've got a monolithic discontinuity line, which goes right into the mantle of Mars, which is a long way down, because I don't think it has an active mantle. We've got this part opened up here. We've enacted a eugenic policy forbidding births on our planet, so still got 1 child left. We've got plenty of production. We've addressed the waste rock problem with carbonate processors. We've got plenty of concrete being produced from waste rock using the waste rock processors. We're now exchanging food for electronics with China. We've built the first lakes on Mars. We've got a fully breathable atmosphere. However, Mars is not terraformed enough. It's still too cold to open up the domes. Although people could now actually go out without wearing the pressure suit. They'll just be a bit cold. What else? Oh yeah, and the USA colony, because they did some sabotage against me while I did a Pearl Harbor on them, and now there is no more US colony on Mars. So, land of rising sun, banzai. Let's save it there. Oh, and don't forget, I am on JGLE. It's tonight at 7 o'clock. I am also on Thursdays tonight at 7 o'clock on 14 Words. You can catch me there with the host, Sir Hemingford Grey. Let's just do a new save game. Japan, Seoul, 149. Alright, that's it. You may stop watching.